yesterday. There was sun and there was rain, beauty in the mundane. And as the light startled our eyes, we let go of disguise. And now there's something in the air and a sparkly shimmer on our skin, restoring everything within.
These half-size platinum.
And then if you could put your arm at your side, yes, beautiful, beautiful. All right, okay, good, ready?
Yeah.
All right, good, very good, perfect, perfect, perfect.
Thank you.
Did that hurt?
No.
Very good, okay. We want you to stay for 15 minutes here, okay?
Uh-huh.
Just to make sure everything's okay.
완전 이뻐. 데려가야겠어. 드디어 범인을 찾았어. 얘 떼줘. 오빠 손으로 못 떼?
아 이거
무섭지?
아니 끈적끈적하단 말이야.